Greetings and welcome to yours truly by Rose, a day in my craft life. This is episode 8. I am Shuri Rose, and we are going to do an accountability check for my 2026 crafting goals. You might be wondering why I sound a bit different than I usually do. I currently have laryngitis, so I am using a voiceover so I can still record this video in the month of March, because let's face it, I'm a bit late to the game on posting it. I have had this scripted and ready to go, but got sick a few weeks ago and have been unable to have the energy, and now the voice, to record it. But here we are. I will do my best to make this work.
Before we get started, I just want to let you know, yes, this is my normal speaking voice. I had recorded all of the audio for the AI voice or whatever, but I did that about a week ago when I didn't have a voice. Now my voice is better and I'm actually sitting down to actually record everything, like, the video, and it's doing better. So I'm leaving the front part of the video the way it is with the AI voice because I think it's kind of cool and I sound really fancy. My voice is still not 100%, so I'm going to do my best to see how this goes, and we'll go from there. Reduce whips. In the beginning of February, I had 5 tops or cardigans. So I am happy to report I now have 4. But before you get too excited, no, I did not finish one of them. I frogged it. Yeah. So I ended up frogging the summer sea tank. It was a free pattern on Hobby's website, or Hobie. I don't remember how to say it. I was about a quarter of the way up to the front of the tee before I decided that I wasn't loving it. Not the pattern, not the yarn. I just wasn't into it as much as I thought I would be. Sometimes this happens, but I'm glad I did because it made it easier for me to start another project with that yarn that I ended up frogging with. So I'll show you that one here in a little bit. Quarterly tops. My main focus for this first quarter of 2026 has been my LA vintage sweater. Now, which I honestly didn't even touch in January and sadly haven't touched it in February either. However, this month, in March, I'll give a little bit more heads up or whatever in this too. But I did work on it a little bit. So I'm show you what I've got so far. I have finished the back of it. I think it goes like this. This is the back of the sweater, which is pretty big, but I think it'll work. And then the front of the sweater, you've kind of got the neckline there. That's, ready to be sewn together. So that's done. And then I have started working on the first sleeve. I have the second sleeve I still need to do. Excuse me. So I'm hoping that I'll get a little bit more of the sleeve done. And then maybe by the end of month March, I will have it like this sleeve done. We'll see. I haven't really been, into doing it. I think mainly because I've had this thing for so long, but I am literally at the home stretch. It won't take me very long to get it done. I just got to do it. And that's the hard part because I get excited. So I think one of my dogs is trying to get in my office, but too bad. Anyway, okay, next one. A pair a month. I have officially finished my first ever pair of knit socks on February 1st. So that counts as January. I'm happy with it. I think it looks really cool. Don't mind the dog hair. So this is one of them. And then it's mismatched because why not? And there's the other one. They're a little bit big, so I ended up giving them to my husband, and he wears them to bed. But he's like, "Oh, these are really comfortable and they fit great." He goes, "Can you make me a whole bunch in white?" And I'm like, "No, no, I will not. I have no interest in making just plain white socks. I have a lot of other projects I want to do before I knit or before I make plain vanilla socks that are in white. Anyway, but yeah, so I am happy with them. I think they turned out great, and I'm glad that I know the size of my husband's foot now because he can wear these. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. So shout out to the Odd Sock House for this amazing pattern, for supplying all the yarn, and obviously my first pair of DPNs or double points, double pointed needles. Um, I will link her information in the show notes, obviously. She has so many other patterns on her shop too. So I'm looking over my notes over here. That's why I keep looking that direction. But yeah, so she has cowls, fingerless gloves, mittens, shorty socks, long socks, all with scrappy yarn that is provided for you. And yeah, and ready to go. So I was very impressed with this project. And for my first pair of socks, the pattern was pretty easy. I did have a lot of help from my knitting friends at the Naughty Goat, but I was very happy with it. And the end of them, or the end result is fabulous. So yeah, thank you so much to the Odd Sock House. So now I've got one pair under my belt. I have started my new pair, which is where that pink yarn came from, or went to, from the summer sea tank. So let me show you my February pair. I split the yarn, I weighed it, split it in half, taking the hot pink and making it them into the cuffs, the toes, and the light pink, which is Emma's yarn. The color of the month, June 2024, I believe. If you haven't gotten on her month club or yarn of the month club, it's really fun. I really enjoy it, and it's fun. Sorry. Anyway, so I casted on my next pair of socks, and my February socks, and I'm calling them wrapped in pearls. And the main reason is they're kind of shorty socks, but they have this fun little pearl, couple of rows or whatever of pearls around them. And I don't know, I just think it's kind of cute because that's the pearl stitch and you're wrapping it around your ankle, hence wrapped in pearls. So yeah, I used a 9-inch circular to try it out. Again, I'm new to sock knitting, so I wanted to try out all the ways of knitting the socks. So I did that. I knitted the first pair in the sorry, my dog is banging the bell to go out. So anyway, so yeah, so I knitted, like I said, the first pair on 9-inch circulars. I then went to the second pair into the same, but then I switched to magic loop, and honestly, I kind of like magic loop a little bit better. So yeah, I just think it's a little bit easier. But for the cuff, I just did a normal 3x1 ribbing. So that was kind of fun to do. When it stretches out, it actually is pretty springy, and it looks really neat too with the pattern of the cuff. And then I just went down and I did a couple of rows of knitting plus the purl rows, and then split for the heel. And yeah, I am really excited. I've honestly have worn them a couple of times, and the toes are a little different. It's kind of funny. I weighed the yarn. I split them in half, like I said, and the dark pink included in that. And for some reason, I had more on my first sock of the pink than I did on my second sock. Don't know why. It still weighed the same. So yeah. Anyway, but I don't care because it's just the toe of the sock, and you can tell, there's a little bit there, and then there's a whole bunch here, but it doesn't matter because they're fun, and that's why I like them. So they're super comfy, and I'm really excited about these that I can wear all the time if I want. So yeah. But I will tell you that looking back on this goal, which was a pair a month, I'm still going to keep the goal, but I am going to amend it a little bit, which is I'm going to cast on a pair a month. That way I'm not stuck trying to rush through it. If I finished one sock and I haven't finished the second sock yet or whatever, I want to enjoy it and not be burdened by it, which is the whole point of knitting and crochet, right? Is to enjoy it. And so, yeah, so I'm going to try to at least cast on the pair of socks a month. So if I don't finish, like my March socks or like these, I didn't finish these in February. I finished these in like a week or two after March started. That's fine. I don't care. Again, it's my goal. So yeah, but I think these are great and I'm really excited. So yeah. Okay, moving on. Double the heirloom. I am pleased to announce that I met this goal. Woot. I set out to complete 2 squares of the Rose Heirloom blanket by Leisure Arts Magazine, and I did. So square number 48 and 49 are done. So I'm ready to start my next 2. They were not that hard to complete, which was nice, obviously. And again, I have 63 squares total that I need to do. And I'm hoping by the end of this year, I'll have all 63 of them done. Again, I'm going in order. So I just finished 48 and 49, 2 squares a month. I should be done by the end of the year with the border and everything else in assembly. So square 48 is literally called Square D, not the company, if you don't know what that is. My grandfather used to work for them. But yeah, so I didn't block anything yet. But yeah, so this is the Square D, and yeah, it's pretty cute. It was made, or this pattern is made in. I love this cotton, or I'm sorry, I love this yarn, in the color sea blue, which is really pretty blue. And then Square 49 is a really dark purple. It is called Corded Ridge, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Maybe you can see a little bit of the ridges there. It's really cool texture. But it is also made with, I love this yarn, in the color purple. So that sounds pretty good. So yeah, so 49 down, just 14 more squares to go. And I know I can do this. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, stay tuned. Month of Enchantment. So I finished this goal as well, which was to complete a strip in my blanket of knowledge. So for those of you who don't know, this is a mystery crochet along or knit along, which is from, the Hot Springs Fiber Co. And each month you get a box that has a full skein of yarn, a mini skein, which is what you do with the border color, and then some other goodies along the way. I joined this monthly subscription box in 2024. I have now received all 12 of the boxes for the year, which is 12 boxes. So yeah, I have only done 3 so far. This is what I've got. So this is the blanket of knowledge. This is the enchanted, I guess, colorway, or I don't know what you want to call it, but anyway. So the first strip was from June of 2024, and it's this really beautiful hot pink color. It's called Majestic Sky. The July strip, which is here, is called Moonrise. Very pretty. I love this color. And the newest strip, which I just finished, is called Rising Sun. And each month, you get not only the colors of the yarn that go along with the theme of a color or a picture, an image, and you also get a new stitch. So these stitches are brand new, at least to me, some of them are. And it's really fun because you're learning new things. This stitch is super, super thick, and it looks really cool. So yeah, I did, however, run out of yarn for my little mini ball that I get here. I only have like this much left. So yeah, I might have to use a little bit of the next box yarn to have it and steal a little bit of it. Hopefully that doesn't screw up the rest of the count for it. But anyway, let me show you the color, or the photo that this whole colorway, I don't know, colorway is the right word, theme. Let me show you the theme for this blanket. Well, I thought I had the little card that has all of the like the color and everything for it. I don't know where it is, so I'll put a picture of it up. So, yeah. Hi, friends. Editing Cherie here. I looked and I finally found that stupid card. But this is what the inspiration photo is. It is gorgeous. So each of those yarns that we get from the blanket of knowledge go with that color. So you'll see in a second the next color. Well, I guess you've already seen it, but or you haven't. I don't know. But when you see the next color, you will see that it fits right in to this theme. Okay, that's it for now. Bye. So I am waiting very patiently, or now impatiently, to open the next box. So let's open it up together, shall we? This should be September's box for 2024. So let's see what we got. I'm so excited. Okay, so we've got the stitches or the pattern for it. Yep, September. Awesome. That's really cool. It's got a lot of texture on it. I don't like to give away too much of what the pattern is because I want you guys to do it too. So yeah, so I'm excited. That one really neat to do. Oh my gosh. Okay, so she always has really fun. I don't remember her name. I just know she's from. Sorry, I just know she's from Hot Springs Fiber Co., which is down in Arkansas. And yeah, so I'm looking at it. This is the border color, obviously, which I'll be stealing a little bit of this for the last month's border to finish it up. So it's good to know that I get another one. We also have some treats because why not? She always does some sort of goodie. Like I've gotten a notebook before, a couple of stickers, obviously a crochet hook, which is really nice. This month, it's a really cool looking pen. Look at this. Again, it's supposed to be from September, so I know that I'm a little off from that. But yeah, so the card reads, seasons change, the colors explode, leaves take on a life of their own. Orange and yellow and brown abound as colors change and fall to the ground. The leaves go spinning and swirling around, a lot like life in a hectic town. Hold this pen in your hand to remind you to stop and look all around you. That is sweet. And I will, because I am all about nature. I love being outside and it's beautiful. So yeah, this is a fun little pen. Oh, it's kind of got heaviness too. And it has a lid too. Where'd it go? There we go. So yeah, very cool. Thank you. And then I don't know why I'm putting this pick in there because I'm gonna use it. Obviously the last thing that I'm going to show you is the yarn, and I'm really excited about this. Again, I'll make sure to put up the picture. I'm going to just say I'm going to put it there. The inspiration photo for what all these colors are coming from and how they're all going together. So this color, oh my God, there's a stitch marker too. Sorry, I get really distracted. Well, this is a really fun color. It's called Just After 5. Look at this. This is beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen yarn like this before, where you've got like the blues. Look how deep that blue is. You've got blues, you've got some creams in here, but then down here you've got like some really bright pinks and even some oranges. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to start working on the next strip. Yeah, that's awesome. And then you got a really cute little stitch marker there, which is a little starfish. So yeah, it's super cool. Wow, I'm so excited. This is going to be amazing worked up. Yeah, I can't wait. So wait until next month for my next video, or at least my next video. It'll hopefully come out the end of March. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get working on this soon, and you'll see what it looks like. Oh, I'm so excited. Ooh. I might eat this now. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to add a new category, not really a goal, but just a new category, which is simply called bonus crafts. So a lot of you may know this already, but if you don't, I don't just do knitting and crochet. I also do paper crafts, so like scrapbooking and card making. And of course, being a mom of girls, I was tasked with creating Valentine's Day cards for my girls' classes at school. So I had them each go onto the Cricut design space and pick out, find a template and that I liked and that I was willing to make because who knows, I would be the one making it. They picked out the colors and then helped at least create it or at least assemble it. So I know I am crazy since these are just going to kiddos and they will probably not appreciate it at least as much as me. But I can at least get some fun and time working with my girls on this. So yeah, I'm excited to show you what we got. So this is the pile of scraps and things that we made. And let's go into the first one. So for my oldest, she picked out this design. It's kind of hard to read, but you can see there's a cutout of a rose. And the front of the card says Happy Valentine's Day. She wanted dark blue because she loves blue. And then the inside of it over here, you flip it over and it says, roses are red. You're really cool. Happy Valentine's Day from your friend at school. So that was pretty cute. And she did a lot of work on assembling those with me as well, which was awesome. My youngest kiddo picked out a little bit more complicated design. It took more time to make and to cut out, but it was worth it in the end. Again, I probably spent more time than I needed to, especially for a usual parent anyway, for a whole class party. But I love making these things. It was done in layers, which is always really fun. Light pink, red, and white paper. Of course, the light pink and the red were glittery, so that was really fun. And we used 3 different colors of pens to create the designs on the front, the swirls and flowers and things, red, pink, and purple, which are all her favorite colors. I also have a 3D printer that I received for Christmas from my husband. I have been making things like crazy. A lot of Christmas gifts, obviously, but as well as birthdays. So this month I have made a lot of different things. I made a really cool desk bin, trash can thing for my craft room or my craft desk. So this is what it is. It's really pretty. I like the shininess, but it broke. Probably my fault. The arms that goes with it here, and then there's one that's here. I literally used it once, like to just set it down, and then it went snap, and I'm like, oh, poo. So yeah, so I had to reprint one. I tried to super glue it back together. It didn't work, but it still works as a desk bin or, because I just basically slide it under, put it on my lap, and then I just kind of scoop things over onto it, which is fine. It works just as good. So yeah, I'm okay with that. I also made a really cool jewelry tray for my rings. I found this pattern and it's just really pretty. I love the color too, which is again why I'd used it and stuff. Yeah, so I put my rings hanging up here and then down here on the tray. I set this to my bathroom counter. So every night when I go to bed, I take my rings off and I put them on there because I just don't like my hands. I also did a really cool like saying quote thing or whatever on the side, which is my husband and my wedding anniversary, and it's just kind of sappy, but it's still really cool, and I like how I made it personalized to me because it's for me. So yeah, I love calla lilies. They're one of my favorite flowers. Obviously, roses being my first favorite. But roses and calla lilies were in our wedding as well. So I had to make this when I saw that it was calla lilies. And it is really pretty and it's very functional because, set your ring right on there and it doesn't go off. So it's fun. I also made a sponge holder for our kitchen. Since our house is full of all girls, my poor husband, I had to make one that was a girl. There are boy ones, and I'm pretty sure you're guessing or figure out what kind of thing might be different. But I thought this was really funny, and it serves a purpose as well. So it drains the sponge after you put it in. I made a really cute phone stand for my friend at work. She loves monkeys, and I knew that I had to make her one that looked knitted because she knows that I knit and crochet, and I just thought it'd be fun. And so I made this really cool one. I took 2 different designs and mushed them together to make the phone stand. And I tell you what, she was so excited and so happy when I gave it to her a couple weeks ago. It was really cute, and I wish I got a recording of her reaction, but I didn't. I have made this really cute tea light dragon that is reading a book. It's really cute and adorable. I was making this for a friend of one of my girls for her birthday, but the printing got off somehow. I set it to go, I left, and when I came back from work, it got off, and so there's like this gaping hole in her chin. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. But anyway, so let me show it to you. This again, I do have it. It's really cute. I know there's a picture of it too, but it's really adorable. But there is a gaping hole in the bottom right here. And I thought that kind of was creepy. You know what I mean? Like, just stick your hand all up in there and things. Yeah, no, I don't know. I am going to keep it because I think it's adorable. And I love the colors. This is one of my first different colored filament, I guess is what they're called. Again, I'm still learning it, but I also think it's funny because the front of her book says slightly scorched and etched in there, which I think is just kind of clever. But yeah, so she's pretty cute. I also made some keychains. I made 5 of them. Oops, knocking things over. There we go. I made 5 of them, and I made them in different colors, but this one I have up here. It's just a little guy, a little dragon keychain, and he moves and wiggles. The one that I have, that's not this one, but it's another one. He's on my purse, hanging out there, so he's pretty cute. I'm setting them up here because this is where my 3D printer is right here. So anyway, but yeah, I'm proud of this. It's pretty cute, and I love making these little guys. So I printed this the last day of February, and it went to my brother for his 40th birthday. It is a phone holder with Grogu on it. I didn't create the design, but I did print it and put it all together and everything. I don't have it with me, obviously, because I already gave it to him. But it's really cute, and I kind of want to make one for myself. I'm not really much into the Star Wars, but I like a Harry Potter. So I don't know, maybe I'll do a little Harry Potter version of it. So we'll see. Okay, friends, that is a lot of things for 1 month, at least for me. Stay tuned next month with my update on the projects, my new things that I've created as well. My throat hurts a little bit. I am going to take a little break, drink some water, and work on some crochet things or knit things. So stay tuned for next time, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, as always, thanks for watching. Bye now.